We're going to use that some more when we simplify 16, 17, and 18. These ones look like ones we did the other day, only now we have negative exponents. We said when we did these we are going to start with multiplying our coefficients. So negative 9 times 5 times 2. So if I multiply that together, I'm going to get negative 90, right? Then I'm going to do my like variables. I have a w, that's just a plain w, and I have a w to the negative third. W times w to the negative third. We said on the previous page, when we multiply, we have to add our exponents together. W is w to the first power. 1 minus 3 then would give us w to the negative 2 power. Then I've got some u's. U to the negative 6 times u to the 6th. U to the negative 6 and u to the positive 6. What happens there? Negative 6 and 6 would give me 0. And u to the 0 power is equal to 1. I don't really need to put the 1 in there because 1 times my negative 90 is going to be negative 90. So I can just think of it as it's canceling each other out, right? Negative 6 and positive 6 gives me 0. And then I have some x's. I have x to the negative 6 and x to the negative 2. So negative 6 plus a negative 2 would give me negative 8. So I've got everything combined, but now I want to simplify it without using that negative exponent. So how would I want to rewrite my answer so that I don't have those two negative exponents? Thinking about what we did up here.
Negative 90 over?
Negative 90 over w to the second and x to the 8th. Because when I move them down to the bottom, it's going to make those exponents positive instead of negative. And again, they'll put the negative in front of the fraction instead of on top. It's just a picky thing. But that's how my answer would then end up looking. So number 17, same kind of thing. I'm going to start with my coefficients, my numbers. So I'm going to take 7 times 2 times 6. $84. Your variables, it really doesn't matter what order you go in. I just usually go in the same order the problem had it. So I'm going to do my x's first. I have x to the negative 6 times an x to the 7th. I get just an x, right? X to the first, which is just x. Then I got some u's. I've got u to the negative 2 and a plain old u.
U to the negative 1?
Exactly, u to the negative 1, because I take negative 2 plus 1, which is negative 1. And then I've got some v's. I've got v to the 4th and v to the 5th. V to the 9th. Now I want to write my answer with only positive exponents, so I need to get rid of that u to the negative 1. How should I write my answer?
84x v9 over u1?
Or just u, because u to the first is just u. Why didn't I move the x and the v to the 9th?
Because they're not negative.
Because they were negative. The only one I moved was the one with the negative exponent. And probably in introductory algebra, if you put u to the first, it's going to say it's correct, however. But once you get further on, it's going to start counting that wrong. U to the first is just a u. We don't need the 1 there. I write it there when I'm doing my calculations to remind me, but on my answer, I don't want the 1 there. So that'd be my answer. So, last one on this page, number 18. How should I do that one?
Two times 8 times 4. 64.
64. Then what are you going to do next?
W to the negative 3. W to the 8.
Gives you
Negative, no, 5.
positive 5. Negative 3 plus 8, positive 5. Then I'm going to do
V.
V to the,
V6 to V6.
which would give me
V12.
V to the 12th, exactly. And then I'm going to have x to the negative 1 times an x, which, what happens with that? Is 0, x to the 0, which cancels that out of there, right? On this one, we don't have any negative exponents, so our answer is just the 64, w to the 5th, v to the 12th. I don't have to move anything to the bottom since I didn't have any negative exponents. All right. I believe that's the end of that page. So that should be the next 6 things.